Hi everyone, this is Mayank from VGSOM, IIT Kharagpu, and I'll be taking you through this tutorial on how to import data into NodeXL. When you open NodeXL, you'll get a screen like this. And to import data, what you have to do is you have to click on this button here to import data, where you'll be presented with a lot of options. Let me take you through the various options. The first four here are to import data from a social network analysis tool. Basically, if you're using UCNet or Paget, you can use that data from that tool directly here. Secondly, you can enter your data manually. Suppose you have a small network or small relationship chart and you want to visualize that network, you can use it by entering it manually in a workbook. If you're using Microsoft Outlook or Mozilla Thunderbird, then you can make use of those files here. Uh, Remember that this only works on a Windows Vista or Windows 7, which is using your data to index it, and your indexing should be enabled. And then you have various options to import data from social networking sites. Now, this data from various social networking sites can be imported using third-party importers, like the options which have been given here. And if you go to NodeXL site, you'll get a social net importer, which is a very important, not important, but a very, you can say, free tool which you can be used here, and I'll be using that to import data here. So let's start. We'll start with Twitter. Twitter is always streaming with various tweets, and we'll be using starting with importing a user's network. So for a username, I will enter our instructor's name, Dr. Pratush Mukherjee. Now remember that Twitter is an attention network, and it basically, to have a good view of the network, you should have the network consisting of people who are following the user and a person which are being followed by the same user. That will give you a very good flow of information idea. But since this is a demo, we'll be concentrating mainly on how to demonstrate how to import data. So this is your person will be basically entering data of person following Mr. Pratish, and will have an edge for following relationship. You have various levels of to include in your network, and I'll be using only one level, because the more data you want to extract from Twitter, the more time it takes. And as you know, or you may not be knowing, that Twitter uses a REST API format, where because basically where you generate a query to Twitter to extract data from it, and due to some limitations, it has limited that to only 150 username per hour. So suppose if the data you're extracting, it goes beyond 150, you may have to wait another hour to extract more data, and sometimes it gets frustrated. So yeah, for if you're not using very data intensive research, then you may go for NodeXL, or then, and if you want data for people where you are expecting around 900 2000 usernames, you should use a website called knip, where it will be able to give you the whole stream data for like $5,000 a month something. Anyway, we'll see what happens when you import data, and see, it is getting the information from Twitter right now. So when you import data, what it basically does is it creates various edge, and if you click on show graph, this is the kind of information graph you get. Now remember that we entered data, imported data only for the people who are following Mr. Prithvish. So he will be the center of activity or the information for all the people. And just make it more clear to you. Now, these are the people who have been following him, and as we go further in the tutorial, I'll explain it to you how we can reduce or filter the data. So now just try to import data from Twitter network, and since IPL 5 is going on, let's go for KKR. Today's a match which is between KKR and Delhi Devils, so there must be some tweets about it. We'll again limit it to 100 people. We'll limit it to people who have mentioned it in their tweet, and see how it goes. Okay, so we have only 2 people who have mentioned in their tweets, and let's expand search criteria. Go again. Yep. So basically, since we had limited to 100 people, and this is the kind of network we're getting for people who have used KKR in their tweets. Okay, this is what you will get. Let's go for some other there. Let's see how Facebook goes about it. So suppose you want to see the network of people who have liked your post on some of your page. Let's go for Samajasya, one of the biggest clubs in VGSOM, and very regular about it. And let's go for people who have liked it, and what kind of network do we get, how many posts have they liked, and what is common. Let's see, do we get some network? Remember, you have to log in both in any of the social networking sites from which you are importing data from, and you have to authorize this app to download data. This is a kind of network which we are getting. Let's see, let's try to make more sense out of this. Okay, so these are all the people who have liked the, and if we can, these are the posts as you can see, and suppose you want to give a coding on the, let's try to give some coding. So the blue edges are the posts about munch baskets, and let's try to find wishing what are the red ones? Let's see that there are a lot of red ones. Red one is a post about wishing everyone a happy new year. Let's see. Let's try to think more about this thing. Let's take Shashi for example and see how many people comment with Shashi and liking. Wow. So if we look at this way, Shashi has liked almost every comment on Samanjasya, and so everyone is connected to him. So that is how you make sense of the data here. So let's go on and get something from YouTube. How about getting the videos which have VGSOM as the tags? You're limited to 100 videos because just for demonstration purpose. Okay, so this is the kind of graph you get, and wow. Let's try to filter it and try to get some sense from it. Okay, so let's see. We like to know what the vertices are, and vertices can be the title of the videos. So wow, so many videos about it here. It's very hard to make any sense of it. So you'll probably like to videos. We have this data about the videos. Let's try to make sense of this, and yeah, let's try to have only those videos which have views greater than 500. Let's try to find how they are connected. Yeah. So these are the videos which have views more than 500, have VGSOM somewhere in their tag or in their title, and this is how they are connected to other videos. So as you see, NodeXL can be used to filter data and visualize the relationship between various data, and we'll meet you in next tutorial and explain it to you more.